Buenos dias!
So after pulling into our camp spot after midnight last night and waking up at 7 o'clock this morning, we are pulling out and heading over to the Sloth Sanctuary of Costa Rica. These are the roads that we have been driving on the last few days.
So the place we camped was right on the beach. It was only 3,000 colones per person. Cute little family that owns the property. Got up early this morning, I took a cold shower. Yeah, we've got to get our bags packed because after the Sloth Sanctuary, we're going to the treehouse, the Nature Observatory Tower, where we're going to sleep tonight. We got a sweet roll for breakfast this morning, and we're heading off to see some sloths. Look.
Reactions and movement are quick. 15 trees territory, so they're quite static. So we have seen, for example, in some occasions, some individuals who spend like 5 or 6 days in a row in the same tree. With the energy, or in certain way to say, they just try to waste as less energy as they can, because an emergency they move fast. Because there's animals, and they can be fast, and when I say fast, I mean really fast. The animal's schedule of activity in the wild, two-fingered is primarily nocturnal, they're active at night.
Oh, okay.
Three-fingered is the opposite, mostly active during the day. And well, why these two animals with exactly the same name are so different?
She's gotta be a smart girl, being blind and getting around her, you know.
She was my favorite when she was eating. Just shoving it in, took the whole plate, pulled it up.
One of the reasons of why they are not moving fast more often is the fact that these animals are relying on bodies. I gave you a list of bunch of predators: crocodiles, caimans, snakes, jaguars, pumas, ocelots, tigers, and eagles. All these predators rely on sight to hunt. Are these guys quite visible even on treetops being that inactive? For example, look at the hair coloring. They sometimes are ball up on palm trees and blend in. Felines, you know, felines are quite sensitive to light, right? So that's why at night the pupils are quite dilated. Yeah. And then it's the same.
Chewbacca's on the move here.
Oh, you're gonna see his legs.
Yeah. But got good strength with the other three.
Because first injured and sloth, right? So at first the name, however, them do not exhibit frontal teeth, it's just side teeth. And sloth teeth are hollow root teeth, close to 20.
Oh wow. That's bigger than I would think so. Yeah.
Oh. This is your actual photo. Who's this one?
His name is Lalo. Lalo actually doesn't have a name tag because Lalo was put here when after the name tag donation. So the idea is to actually get new ones for every single individual here in the store. And well, these ones are permanent residents as well, right? The color of skin and color of hair varies as much as we do.
Like we do.
It's completely invisible.
Okay.
A lot of functions in the sloth are taking a long time. Mom is actually a very pregnant one. That means mom's not taking care of two babies in the same territory, which means if mom saw has twins, what happened then? Twins abandoned. Why mom saw is not able to take care of two babies at the same time? First reason, space. I don't know if you patients mom does the same thing. No, we have seen videos and pictures of mom sloth who's carrying two. The problem is these babies are gonna grow. But mom's sloth is not climbing down the tree. And está empezando apenas, ya le dio todos casi.
Empezando.
Alright. She's just starting with babies. Right there we have Theresa, and Theresa is getting fed, and this is goat milk.
Goat milk. Oh.
Goat milk.
How old is their body to digest?
Oh, look at that tongue.
Doesn't she look content?
Yeah.
Living her best life, wrapped up in a blanket, being fed. Yeah.
Honestly,
For time.
like I'm glad that your eyes are closed and you're relaxed. I'm tired. Like this.
Zeus.
Zeus that's wrapped up.
Yeah, Zeus is and his arms to this one. Maybe it's
The baby sloths are you having right now?
Yes.
Hi guys.
So are any of these?
Done a blood test on him to check on the chromosome and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, this song
Oh yeah.
yawning.
Look at those faces. Oh my gosh.
Strength or being capable to hold the weight and pull it up. Most of the time she's just there hanging, right?
Yeah.
So with this section of hanging, it creates like a little hole here in chest with a baby most of the time. So when babies are here and mom's hanging, the hair on the arms covered with the baby
Holds the baby, yeah.
So the idea of the blanket is to resemble that sensation. That's why they're covered up, like wrapped up like kind of a burrito. And the pillow is to resemble mama's chest.
Yeah.
Come up here, and most of the time she's the one in here.
Yeah.
So pictures, videos, everything. She's all worldwide.
Catherine's all
She's
over
the one
the
that you
world.
see. Yeah.
She's all worldwide. Around a week of life.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mogli was born in here, he was one of these cases of sloths who were falling from trees quite often, and mama just... Yeah, this is a mixture of leaves, milk, hojas, verdura, and vegetal. Veggies, leaves, milk. This is kind of a sloth. Gerber?
Yeah.
Kind of. Leo is really feisty when he resides. And Zeus is just chill. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Look at that. You see that reaction?
Yeah.
How they feel?
Ready to go.
They're used to keepers because they're getting they grab directly. So this is beneficial for both.
Yes, it's so cute.
Or some range or something, and it's not around here to react fast. And it's low quality of the soils, at least not topsoil anymore. Some people try
Trying to reach up to the camera.
Create their own topsoil in soil and small. It's like kind of like they're telling you like I'm gonna hurt you. Even you can see the hair on his arms is puffing up a little bit.
Sticking up.
He's trying to, no, actually it's like puffing up like cats.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like the animal is trying to look bigger.
Yeah.
Like scary. Yeah. And you heard that sound?
Yeah.
It's calling Luca.
Calling
Luca.
Oh.
Because it's like, hey, where you going? Back.
Hey.
I mean, he was calling for food since, hey, my turn. Took the wrong person.
Yeah. No,
Took the wrong sloth.
If he's interested in it, when he's eating, he's gonna realize how different it is when he's eating compared to the other ones. Because the tongue is, well, you're gonna see it. Yeah. And even in some occasions, he gets easily distracted. You know, he's like doing something, it's in the wood, and then it's not eating anymore. Animals who are albinos, because of rabbits and squirrels and birds and some other animals in those mouths. Even you see animals with leucism, you know, with different mutations. But Down syndrome in animals, close to what, like 1.5 pounds. They start to get something extra, you know, leaves and veggies little by little. When they get like 11 months or 10 months of life, no more, well, not no more milk, but not more that much milk. You know? The milk quantity is reduced a lot, because like at these ages they start to get 6 milliliters and sometimes 8 milliliters, and then get to 12 milliliters 4 times a day. Now you can see the difference in size, right?
Yeah.
Definitely the 2-fingered are bigger and they're heavier compared with the 3-fingered. And even you can see the teeth on animals' shapes, right? Because 3-fingered have this kind of rounded teeth with some sharp areas. So these are the ones who are eating only leaves and flowers in case of a 3-fingered. But in case of a 2-fingered, it's very different due to the kind of sharp teeth that they have, like a canine. So that's why they eat unripe fruits and seeds in addition to leaves and flowers. And actually, in case of a 2-fingered sloth, their bite is even stronger than some species of dogs.
Really?
So there are animals who even are able to cut off fingers if they did it. It's a bite. The structure. And when you get these two together, we form here the 2-fingered sloth hand. This is how it looks like. Now the thing is, it's curious because here we have 3 phalanges structure like in our fingers. But from phalanges, what they have are not metacarpians or carpians. Actually, the fingers are coming out from wrist. In case of these animals, they have just quite long phalanges, quite elongated compared to ours, right? Big difference. And in case of these animals, the claws that we see outside is not only keratin like our fingernails or their toenails. It is bone, right? So in case of these animals, this is the structure of a sloth claw, right? And this is the keratin covering the bone, and the bone is internally.
Oh.
Please get our position, get like that, move back. So this is really interesting. In my case, my college background is actually criminology.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering, like, did you go to school for?
Well, now you know why they are behind the bars, right?
Yeah.
And in my case, I started working tourism as you said, help my mom to pay my college. But I started in tourism because of my second language. In my case, I got the English course title by the age of 17. I was bilingual. So when I got bilingual, it's because my mom helped me a lot to pay my English course apart. Because in Costa Rica, you got only 2 ways to learn a second language perfectly. Either private school or a English course apart completely, or French course apart completely, or German course, whatever. Whatever language you want to learn, either pay in a private school or a private course once you finish with your high school in this case. In my case, I started in high school, my English course, when I was 14
Do you see this, babe?
and 3 years later, I get my high school degree in English course. I was about a senior when I was 17. And then started working to Rainforests Adventure. When you go with people through different parts of the forest, the tour takes like 4 hours approximately. So you have to know things, right? Like birds, about animals, about plants, about flowers, about insects, about everything. Because it's a full tour of more than 3 hours, so you have to know a lot of things because you never know what kind of questions they ask you. So in my case, when I started there, how can I say it? I'm kind of I like to prepare myself, I like to self-study, because I like to read books, I like to check on different scientific magazines, or some different posts on different pages, profiles on social media. Even I like to ask because I'm really a friend of some biologists, so I like to ask about different stuff, especially raptors, especially falcons and owls and hogs and kites and everything. And in my case, I'm really interested in that. And then through the years, I've been buying some books and like to read about all that and like to get prepared.
Very cool.
There's one, two.
You did it?
Next, right? Just to have a little bit of canoe, right?
Bye, Zeus.
Bye, Zeus. Bye, Zeus. Bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
In a canoe! Going up this little canal that is all part of our Sloth Sanctuary tour. And our guide Steven is going to help point things out and see what we can see.
What did you think of the Sloth Sanctuary? Pretty epic?
So cool.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I didn't know anything about sloths.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot of information that really helped me appreciate them. I like them even more.
It's a branch of the Star River, Rio Estrella.
Yeah, look at the shore right here. Look at all the shores moving.
Oh, look at these. There's a red one.
They have no commercial value to it. They do use the trunk itself to make textiles like reusable shopping bags and things.
Oh, look at that big one up there.
Yeah.
Guys, here off to the left in the top of the canopy we have a sloth.
That's awesome. Huh?
hour with the adult sloths, and there were 2 different rooms of adult sloths, and then an hour with the baby or juvenile sloths. And it just ask as many questions as we want, and Nacio provided a lot of information about the sloths, and so now I appreciate sloths even more. And then after those 2 hours, a canoe experience for an hour, and so Stephen was the canoe guide, and he took us down this little inlet of the Star River, and it was low tide, and so we saw a lot of crabs, different type of crabs. There were fiddler crabs and Halloween crabs, and then at the very end of that we saw a sloth in the wild, and just super friendly staff, and yeah, a great experience. We are headed to go meet our guide for our treehouse experience tonight, but before we do that we need to stop and get some snacks and ice. Josh is inside getting those things, and then we will head on to meet our guide.
Tell me that things don't happen once, they always come back. What if you could throw us back to that very moment when we had our love? Suddenly it's clear to me you're all I ever wanted. Can't you see? Got to follow through in a game for 2. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Strawberry
Oh yeah.
It's a walking tree, walking palm. It's a palm. They can walk. They shoot new roots, and the back roots die. They choose direction where they want, and yeah,
Do they move for water? Is that
for sunlight.
for sunlight? Okay.
You see it?
That's cool.
Yes.
There you go.
There's the end. Ah, yeah, jumping spider here.
Oh
This is
yeah.
a jumping spider. They can jump like frog. Yeah.
Black and red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, the same look like. No, that's yes. Oh, here's another one. So tight color.
Sounds different from the cicadas back home.
Yeah, it does. Sloth?
Oh wow. Look at that. That's cool.
That's a lizard, yeah. Baby. Why? You can see through wings. He has transparent.
Oh wow. Look at that. The coloring on the legs is kind of the same as the strawberry frog, but then it's got the stripes on the side, kind of the orange. But
Ceiba tree. National tree. And all this area is this of the ant nest.
Oh.
This is how they carrying pieces of cliff, and then put down there.
That's awesome. That's so cool. You ready to go up there? You gotta put that in the bag?
Yeah, and then nice butterfly there. Yellow one.
Oh, yeah. More butterfly?
That's it. Very cool.
Oh, my friend.
Ready?
Hello.
I want to go up.
Okay.
Bend your knees. And then you stand up and at the same time you push up the knee. It's like Sloth. And it's important, bend, put your knees to chest. Okay? More up than it. So like this. And then you stand up, and it's also good stand up vertically. So that's why we use this mat. Because you can slide down and then also you can.
You got that.
And up is Louis. Louis will helping you with climbing, and he will do. Okay, okay, now you can sit to the harness.
Good job, babe. Good job, babe. Hey.
Made it, babe.
Made it. I'm way sweatier than I should be. I'm way more tired than I should be. My arms are spent climbing up here.
I think your shirt was a little lighter.
Oh gosh. I was already sweating and I was already hot. And then doing that, pulling yourself up here like 100 feet up into the trees. It wasn't just like climbing a ladder, that's easy. This was pulling your arms up and down, trying to stand. I'm sure we were doing it wrong.
I know it's one
I
of
know,
those
we were,
things
like,
that
doing
is
it
like
wrong.
easier, should have looked easier than it was.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been as hard as it was.
Stand up. I'm like,
But we're here. We're up in the treehouse. Yeah, completely exhausted. Oh,
Our ride going down through the hole.
there goes the ride.
This hole in the ground.
Now you're stuck up here with me.
Welcome to the tree house. This is where we came up. Here's the one. This is the one that was open the whole time that we were coming up, and then as we got right up here, then we opened this one so we could get through. Once we got up here, then they hooked the bags onto the carabiners and pulled those up, and then our guide went down and said goodbye. We pulled the ropes up and closed the floor. So you get the whole rest of the evening, and then Theresa is going to come and bring us breakfast tomorrow morning. We have, I mean, obviously full 360 views. It goes all the way around. The outer portion is, what's this called?
Kind of like metal grating.
Yes.
Metal grate.
Outer portion is this metal grate with a board so you can walk across it, give you more stability. But so I sat up here, actually right here in this spot, and I watched Josh do the climb to this spot around the edge. So then you have this inner portion that's all wood all the way around. You have a table over here with 2 chairs. They gave us cold water, cookies, and a mango. It's a mango, right?
Yep.
Mango. We have our bean bag right there, and then over here there are some books and some playing cards, some lights, binoculars so that we can check out and see what we can see. Another light right here. So over here, in the very inner part of our tree, we have our shower. Turns on up here. Josh already checked out the shower.
Oh yeah, and this is rainwater shower. So if you look around the edges of the tent top, there are these little rain catching gutters, and they flow down this pipe and into this tub right here. If there's overflow, it flows down this and down the tree. From the tub, turn that on. Not high pressure because it's just rainwater.
And then right here we have sink, mirror, dishes, and then our toilet. We keep going this way, and we have a hammock, which Josh also already checked out. And then another beanbag. So you have 2 beanbag chairs, so you can move those around, obviously. Okay, then there are stairs on both sides, so we'll just come over here. Up the stairs. We have this main platform right here that both stairs come together. And we have, over here, we have our bed where we'll be sleeping tonight. And here's our mosquito net with the zipper. Close it. They left towels for us right here. For our shower, this goes down all the way around the edge of our bed. And then there's a little platform right here that's see-through. It's like plexiglass, so you can see through down there. And then over here, we have a futon couch with a mosquito net that can go down over it. So if you have more than 2 people, then you can sleep here as well. Let's see, we've heard howler monkeys, toucans, cicadas. That's the cicada that you can hear right now. Lots of frogs and birds and whatnot, but we'll see if some of them get closer.
I love how they painted the floors. Huh. Down the steep stairs here.
We're being surrounded by a troop of howler monkeys.
What you doing, babe?
Trying to find
Oh, it's in that tree right there. See the blackbird. What?
Trying to find the creatures that belong to all of these sounds. There's howler monkeys and toucans and parrots and cows, apparently. Just kidding. What the heck? Ramon! Your butt's on fire!
Get it?
Okay, it's just after 3 o'clock in the morning. The rain stopped about an hour and a half ago, and the full moon has come out. And I can't believe how noisy the jungle is at night. Off in the distance, we can